Time now for your forewarned weather with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
A much different story here at home, but we are thinking about those in Mexico at this point.
Yeah, Category 5, that's a frightening storm. We've got a storm of our own that's coming in and changing our weather pattern. Live view from Cache Valley, where that increase of cloud cover so noticeable. This will be one of the spots that sees the precipitation first. We already know that northwestern Utah getting echoes of moisture associated with this front. Noticeable here on the satellite radar with increasing cloud cover. As we get through this evening, as we step back, you're able to see exactly where that line of the cold front sweeps through. This is tracking through the Beehive State, and it is going to bring the potential of wet weather to northern and central Utah overnight and as we head into our Thursday. So a lot going on. We've been dealing with the warm before the storm and the winds. 73 right now in Salt Lake. Temperatures have dropped in Logan in just the last hour. We were sitting at 66. We're now down to 54. That's a cold drop. 67 in Provo, 60s and 70s on the eastern side of the state, and 77 in St. George. Southern Utah will see a decline in temperature, but they're not going to see wet weather from this one. I'll show you where that measurable moisture shows up. As we get through the rest of tonight, we know that with the cloud cover and cold front accelerated here, it brings the potential slight chance of a shower before ABC4 News at 10, but that really starts to climb after our newscast and as we head through midnight and the overnight. That is going to impact your Thursday morning. So morning commuters, get ready for a soggy start. Here's why. The front on the move as we get through the next couple of hours. We will see wet weather in Cache Valley, and the model likes to bring a decent amount in. Accumulating rain from this is going to be healthy, and we watch as that moisture slides further south for the northern Wasatch Front and into Salt Lake County, Tooele Valley, and Utah County by the overnight hours. So we will see heavier rain that will accumulate. Snow levels will dip, and we're talking about mountain snow. It's a quick-moving system, but it changes our wind direction, bringing in northwesterly flow, which will actually allow for showers into the afternoon. Here we are by 8 a.m., so maybe you're a later morning commuter. Guess what? I-15 all the way down to the I-70 corridor could see that wet weather, and our mountains, they'll be picking up snow. Slushy roads expected for many of our mountain passes. As we make it towards 10 a.m., wet weather in eastern Utah behind the front, and a steady stream of wet weather for the high country, with showers becoming a little more likely in Salt Lake County and for the Wasatch Front due to northwest flow as we make it through the afternoon hours. The bulk of that moisture slides to the east, but what's left behind is a serious chill. The coldest air of the season is knocking. Rain accumulation from this storm system, models like it. You have to take it with a grain of salt, but anywhere from 1/4 of an inch to over 1/2 an inch. Healthier amounts up in Cache Valley, measurable moisture in eastern Utah and as far south as Cedar City. Okay, precipitation type expected. Falling snow levels with this, but above 8,000 feet, that will be our highest totals. Our mountain valleys will see snow, 1 to 4 inches there. For our benches, primarily rain, but we could see some snow mixing in depending on how quickly those snow levels fall. And our valleys, straight rain. So a valley rain mountain snow setup. Travel impacts expected, put out by the Department of Transportation. Call for that road slush for many of our passes and road snow Thursday a.m. through the evening. That includes the Cottonwood Canyons up towards Sardine Summit and over the Uintas. Okay, new winter weather advisory posted. This is new this evening, going into effect in just a matter of hours. At midnight, the Wasatch Mountains and western Uintas will be underneath this winter weather advisory with accumulating snow. How much? 6 to 12 in the Cottonwoods, 3 to 10 for the northern and central mountains. Our mountain valleys could get anywhere from 1 to 4. Rain expected in our valleys, but maybe some snow mixing in. After that cold front comes through, cold air spills in, so if you don't see wet weather, you will notice the temperature change, 10 to 15 degrees below normal, with a freeze watch for the northern Wasatch Front, Tooele Valley, and Utah County late Thursday into early Friday. That's where we're going to get the coldest air of the season. 40s for tomorrow. We're in the 70s. How about that for a temperature drop? 70 in Moab tomorrow, 71 in St. George. The southern half of the state will stay dry, but temperatures will decline. We see 50s in St. George by the end of the weekend. A reinforcing shot of cold air will knock down highs. There's that Halloween forecast, dry and sunny in St. George next Tuesday. 40s sticking around. We dry momentarily on Friday and warm up, but that second storm will be a colder shot, and we drop to the 40s for a series of days, warming back up for the holiday and drying out. The wet weather really targeting us now through tomorrow afternoon. We forewarned you, so be ready. Emily, back to you.
Yep, you told us. Thank you so much, Alana.